The Menendez brothers, a detailed account of crime, trial, and legacy. The case of Lyle and Erik Menendez stands as one of the most shocking and debated family murder mysteries in American history. What led two seemingly privileged young men from Beverly Hills to slaughter their parents in cold blood? It is a story steeped in horror, mental anguish, and lingering questions that still divide the public decades later. On the fateful night of August 20th, 1989, Beverly Hills was rocked by a brutal double homicide inside a mansion of unparalleled luxury. The Menendez brothers, Lyle and Erik, unleashed shotgun brutality upon their parents, José and Mary Menendez, leaving behind a violent crime scene that defied comprehension. The court trials and claims of alleged abuse that followed gripped millions, unfolding like a dark drama on live television. This retelling delves into the crimes, the motives, the courtroom spectacle, and the legacy of this unforgettable case in true crime history. José Menendez was an immigrant who personified the American dream, rising from a turbulent Cuban exile to a powerful force in the entertainment industry. His brilliance propelled him to the pinnacle of success, yet his relentless drive also brought tension and control into his home life. A man celebrated for dominance in boardrooms, José was less admired privately, where whispers of strict, even abusive parenting arose after his death. Once a vivacious educator, Kitty left her career behind to embrace family life alongside José. However, the glossy surface of her socialite existence masked deep struggles. Paralyzed by depression and engulfed in substance abuse, Kitty's emotional instability became a volatile element in the Menendez household. Lyle, the eldest sibling, radiated confidence despite a tarnished college career at Princeton, marred by allegations of plagiarism. Erik, the quieter and more sensitive of the two, possessed remarkable tennis talent, but often lived in Lyle's shadow. Beneath their extravagant, privileged exterior, the brothers' lives were shaped by an undercurrent of dysfunction that would eventually become a pivotal element in their defense. The evening of August 20th, 1989, was a portrait of killer intent veiled in chilling silence. Armed with shotguns, Lyle and Erik crept into the family den where their unsuspecting parents enjoyed a quiet night of television. In a barrage of gunfire, they murdered their father execution style and pursued their mother as she attempted to flee. The scene became a horrifying tableau: blood-splattered walls, bodies rendered unrecognizable, and shattered family ties. Having staged grief through a frantic 911 call, the brothers unveiled shocking opulence in the weeks following the murders. Rolex watches, luxury cars, and European trips painted a stark picture of carefree indulgence that belied their devastating loss. Investigators were quick to notice the disparity between their apparent mourning and their reckless spending habits, fueling suspicions that would draw the spotlight directly onto them. Initially, law enforcement speculated that José's business dealings were the motive behind an alleged mob hit. But as forensic evidence mounted and financial motives came into focus, attention turned toward the brothers. The breakthrough came not from forensic findings but a guilty conscience. Erik confessed the murders to his psychologist, Dr. Jerome Oziel. Astonishingly, the psychologist's mistress tipped police, leading to the brothers' arrest. Public fascination with the Menendez trials erupted into a media frenzy in 1993. Televised daily, the courtroom became a theater of competing narratives. Were these sons tragically tormented victims of years of unthinkable abuse, or were they cunning killers driven by greed? The brothers' defense team painted their parents as monstrous figures. Stories of alleged sexual abuse by José shocked viewers, with graphic, heart-wrenching testimony from both brothers. Accounts of physical brutality and psychological torment added depth to the claims. Kitty, often characterized as passive, was depicted as an emotionally distant alcoholic who enabled, if not exacerbated, the suffering. This image of a household cloaked in fear and desperation gave birth to a twisted form of empathy among the public. At the center of the trial was the critical, haunting question: could years of abuse explain or justify such unthinkable violence? The prosecution rejected claims of self-defense, focusing on the brothers' perceived motive, their drive to inherit the family's fortune. They contended that the premeditated nature of the crimes, coupled with their extravagant post-murder spending, proved financial gain was their singular concern. The jury in the first trial could not come to a unanimous decision, with the abuse allegations stirring sympathy in some members. However, the retrial in 1995 restricted the defense from extensively discussing the abuse claims. This significantly shifted the tone of proceedings, leading to the brothers being convicted of first-degree murder by a resolute jury. Without the possibility of parole, Lyle and Erik Menendez began their separate life sentences in 1996. Decades later, in 2018, the two were reunited at the R.J. Donovan Correctional Facility in California, setting off a wave of renewed interest and debate about their case and circumstances. The Menendez case continues to fuel societal fascination, catalyzed by modern documentaries and even an unexpected revival on platforms like TikTok. True crime devotees dissect the brothers' motives, analyze courtroom testimonies, and question the fairness of the legal proceedings. So opinions remain polarized. Supporters argue the abuse they endured left them with no choice, presenting them as victims trying to escape a toxic home. Skeptics label them privileged killers manipulating the narrative for sympathy. The Menendez brothers' case carved its indelible mark into the annals of true crime, altering how acts of familial violence are perceived and debated. Did the trials reveal the ugly underbelly of wealth and privilege? Or did they expose systemic failures to protect victims of abuse? Their story remains an enduring paradox that defies easy categorization. The Menendez brothers, now middle-aged men serving life sentences, stand at the center of an ongoing mystery that continues to provoke conversations on wealth, trauma, justice, and morality. Though time has passed, the shadows of their actions linger, forever entwined in the collective consciousness of a nation, and the hearts of true crime fans who revel in the tangled web of fact, speculation, and emotion that defines their story. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking the time to explore this story with me. If you found this video interesting or thought-provoking, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might enjoy it too. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on any future videos where we dive into intriguing mysteries, untold histories, and the wonders of the unknown.